Good. Guys, do I go make coffee before we officially start? You love Cliff Large. It is arguably the best object in all of Ultimate Forge. It is arguably the best. It's so good. All the other cliffs are inferior. Cliff Large, Yes, yes. Well, I see 2 yeses. I'm actively making coffee myself. Well, now I just feel left out, banana, man. What the hell? Fix it now, so if you need more later, you already have it. I don't brew it in cups. I use those reusable plastic Keurig things. That way I can get my daily dose of caffeine as well as microplastics. I gotta make sure I'm up to everybody's standards these days, you know what I'm saying? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go make some coffee. I'm stalling now. I just don't want to move because I'm tired. My poor achy bones. So damn old. Since Ultimate Force 2 released, VC always has something playing it. Dude, oh, wait till I make the shorts and the mainline video on it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I haven't started the script for the mainline video yet, but I have it for the short. I'm so ready, dude. I hope it brings an influx of people into the Discord server. It'll be sick. Alright, I'm gonna get that coffee, though. I'm doing good. I'm fine now. I'm chilling. Had a bad day. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed and everything else went wrong, and I was just like, I'm mad, bro. This is a doo-doo, dog-ass, stinky doo-doo day. But now that you guys are here, it's so much better. Yours are so bad and really expensive. It's almost as bad as modding Halo 4. That's so true. Holy based. Holy dude. Okay, I'm going. I'll be right back. Give me 3 minutes.
Here's $5 to make you feel better, by the way. Your hair is so luscious, _ Omega Weary.
Oh, fluffs my trench coat, sheathes my katana. Hello, my gamers. I'm back. I'm here. And Master Oof, thank you for that $5, man. Said, here's $5 to make you feel better, by the way. Your hair is so luscious. Thank you. Thank you. The second cup of coffee's helping, too. So I appreciate the kind words, and I very much appreciate the $5, dude. Thank you very much for that. Oh, we're listening to ODST. Was I was gone for so long. The ODST music, dude. I lost track of time. All right, we're gonna get started, guys. Guys und gals, we shall start. Und yes. All right. I was working a bit off stream, so we're gonna do some fun stuff today. I will show you. Hello, welcome back. This snowy oasis around me is a singular Halo video game map known as Permafrost. You may be familiar from the hit YouTube short. My God, thank you for the huge lead to tip, Modded Gamer! Thank you!
Bald, but waiting for the game night to see my map in action. Wish I could join to, sadly I do be working.
You're okay, Modded Gamer. I'm not doing it today. I'm not feeling socially apt today. I had a poor day today, so we're rescheduling game night again. I would say apologies, but it actually works out well for you. So, congrats, maybe. Thank you very much, though. I appreciate the extremely generous tip, dude. Thank you so much. It's good to see all you guys. Welcome back. I see you. Those of you guys in chat, those of you guys lurking, welcome. All right, I want to show you guys something cool. So, I was working on the map earlier today. Dude, last night and earlier today, I was just poking away at the map. I was looking forward to game night all day. I'm sorry, and I just had a doo-doo dog-ass day today, and I was just like, I'm not physically capable of handling a whole game night right now. So we're gonna either reschedule it to tomorrow or this weekend, depending on what works best for most of the regulars. All right. If you ever streamed or watched on my creative mood, thank you. That's really kind of you. Appreciate it. This is no longer a crate object. I built this into the map, and I now have the opportunity to team color it because I gave it custom shaders that I can edit if I so desire. I also did the exact same thing on the other side of the map over here. As you can see, there's another pad right here. The AI also spawned on it, and it works. Also, this thing was... Dude, hold. Let me just decompress for a second, dude. I have to rant about this stupid pad for like 30 seconds. I tried so hard, bro, to get this to work all last night and today. So hard. And it didn't work, like, at all. It was because there was this funny little base ring around the edge of it that used to exist. I removed it, and it was breaking pathfinding completely, and it literally took me hours to realize I just needed to delete it and get it. But you weren't adding AI? Oh, contraire. We are, in fact, making it team-based AI. This is red team here. We don't have the team coloration, but the ghosts spawn in. The only new effect appears for the Wraith. That looks like this currently. We'll have to edit it. Teleports a little Wraith in. And there they go. Red team AI. On their way. They're trying to kill me now because I accidentally left my player down there. So that's what it's looking like right now. It's not too bad. The AIs are cooking me. Yesterday we did something really cool. Monday night game night. Not today. I had a bad day and I didn't think I would be capable of hosting. Frankly, I'm glad I just streamed it all though. I fixed my coffee machine earlier today, which was one of the smaller things that got me down. Check this out though. If you're near cliffs and a mammoth, there's a chance mammoth will despawn. Is it fixable? No, unfortunately the mammoth is just insanely complicated detail-wise, and it causes all kinds of issues. Same with the Lich. The Lich does something similar. It's just because they're so large and they have such complex physics models. I also optimized the crap out of those physics models. They are like as optimized as they can reasonably be. Check this out though. Look at that. The AI can now fly up to the top of the tower. Super easy to do. I just didn't do it for a long time because I just never really thought about it. So if you're like bombarding the tower, not only do you have these guys, but these guys also come up and they mess you up sicko style big time. It's pretty crazy. So the things I want to work on today, one thing that we've had for a really long time is this little base on the side here. And it has red walls in here, because obviously it's red team side. And what I did earlier before stream when I re-imported the map is that I went ahead and I made the walls in here have a unique material. So the other side is red. This one is also red, but we're going to recolor it to be blue today. And I gave it custom shaders so we can finally have a blue team colored little hanger here, which will be nice. On top of that, I also have team colored shaders set up for these. I haven't recolored them either, but we can make this blue and red on the other side if we need to. And I also just want to spend some time doing the really cool effects for the spawning. You may have seen the Wraith a minute ago when it spawned in. It's the one I'm testing the effects on. We'll need little effects for those guys, and when the Wraith spawns in, we get this kind of cool effect. It's a little mini version of the slip space portal that kind of pops up. I'm not in love with it completely. It definitely could be tweaked to make to be made to be a little bit better, but it's overall pretty good. And then we got those guys. I want to do like a cool big flash effect when the Banshees and the Phantom spawn. I think that'd be fun. And maybe we'll even enhance it further. But we got these landing pads now, which is pretty cool. The AI have like a dedicated spawn point. I like it. It's kind of out of the way, but it's also right where it needs to be. Both sides have it. Feels pretty good. And then yesterday, of course, I think it was, yeah, yesterday we did this. We got the anti-air cannon all set up and working. So if you're on blue team, you can come down underneath into the little capture point. It's only 5 seconds right now, but if you do that, it captures it for blue team. A blue team AI gets in and then begins to just clobber any red team people that come by, AI and players alike. So we are really, really going crazy. I feel like the glow should only really happen the instant the Wraith spawns in, but the shimmer looks very cool. Yeah, that's kind of the boat I'm in with it. Like, I don't necessarily love that the portal, like, opens early. I kind of just want it to be like, boom, it's spawned in. But also the effect looks so cool that I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I kind of want to keep it. Maybe I could just make it open faster, where, like, maybe the moment it fully expands, it instantly spawns in. Just the glow is so bright. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I mean, I've been looking over it and analyzing it a decent amount to see what, like, could be better. It's not too bad, though. Green light teleporters. Honestly, I'd rather it be team colored. Either all blue or team colored as well. Alright, I gotta move some of these points around. I was doing a lot of testing. The nighttime version of the map is not at all set up for any of this currently, so I'll have to go in and clean that up a decent bit, including, like, the points for all this stuff. So red initial, I believe, should be about here. Let's refresh the AIs and make it so that they can figure out where they need to go. Yeah, it was a nightmare getting these guys to pathfind off of this thing. Usually it's super easy, but it became just a total disaster. Should be pretty good now, though. Yeah, Wraith's going. It's chilling. I don't know what the fuck it's doing, to be honest. It was kind of just... I think I just broke him. I think I just broke the Wraith on accident. Oopsies. Maybe I need to move this over here. Did you learn objectives? I did! Actually, I was like, when I was needing to use objectives, finally, I was like, God, where's Master Oof? I actually need to use objectives, and they disappeared. I was like, fuck. There we go, that's much better. So what I did for the objectives, the reason I needed objectives specifically for what I needed was that I needed objectives for transferring the AI between 2 different zones. Was it hard? It was! Well, okay, it was hard because I was doing it wrong, but I ended up figuring out how to make it work. I didn't understand the way that command scripts and objectives interacted, and I realized that there's an AI objective function in the scripts that lets you manually set an AI's objective. And so what I was able to do was make this. I have AI objective night, which basically just detects if you're on the night zone set, and if you are, it'll set the zone that the vehicles are supposed to go to the nighttime one, because obviously the nighttime has different pathfinding than the daytime, and then I was able to transfer them back and forth between nighttime and daytime. How does the albatross work for moving vehicles? They kept falling out. They usually work. The vehicles that have a little bit of trouble with it are like warthogs and mongooses. They have a tendency to slide a little bit because they use friction points for the wheels. Most people don't realize it, but the wheels on things like warthogs, they're not actually physical objects. They're actually tiny little points that interact with the ground. And they have like certain friction values that cause them to slide a little bit even when they're on something like a scarab or an albatross. So you do have to be a little careful with them. Things like scorpions and other vehicles that just kind of rest on the ground like a ghost, banshee, etc. should be pretty good. It's not really something I can adjust massively without completely changing the physics of the vehicles of every vehicle. Just found your channel this weekend. I love your content. Thank you, Winter Soldier. That's sick. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have fun here. We make Halo mods, we chill, and chat usually screams at me and fucking calls me bald when I'm very clearly very hairy. An idea for spawning effects with AI, how about using the Halo Reach Forge spawning? I don't remember. What does the Halo Reach Forge spawn effect look like? Is it just like a flash? It's probably just a lens flare, right? Because I was debating doing something really simple. I low-key just wanted it to be like, boom, flash. You know? I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't remember what the Reach spawn of. Oh, I do remember now. It kind of like has them fizzle into existence. That was cool, though, seeing the Wraith respawn with the effect. I like that. Oh, nice. They can come in as holograms initially. Yeah, I wouldn't really be able to do that here very easily. It is a really great effect, but that was, like, hard-coded and hard-built into Reach. Here, I'm kind of just spawning a little object that plays the cool little slip space effect. Looks fine to me. I like it. I think it's good. I do need to make a smaller variant, though, for the ghosts. The ghosts need to have their own, they need to have their own mini version of the effect. Or maybe I can just spawn it a couple times. Let's see what happens with the ghosts. Let me do that for the ghosts. Because I know the ghosts, they spawn in with, like a really simple object. Or, sorry, what did I just say? What the fuck was that sentence I just said? They spawn in together, so if I just play a single effect for the ghosts, it should be really easy. So, okay, for the ghosts, so here's the wraiths. We don't care about the wraiths. The ghosts, sorry, here. So here's red team ghosts. What I want to copy is literally just this. Not that. What's the other one? Object create. Let's initial spawn. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's not on the respawn. Maybe I put it in the... Oh, yeah, I did put it in the command script, so it's actually down here. The object spawning for the red wraith is here. So we do teleport, and then it goes by... Wait, where is... I've completely forgotten how I did this, and I wrote these scripts yesterday. What in the world? Looking for FX AI Red Zero. Oh, no. He's here. I was here yesterday for the Kratos and effect explanation. We do not also do spawn at a location when AI is transported into a trigger volume. We do not also do a spawn at location when AI is transported into a trigger volume. I mean, I theoretically could. The reason I wanted to do the crate object is because I can almost probably guarantee it syncs. And also the crate objects automatically delete themselves after a specific period of time if you so decide to do that. The crate tag itself at the very bottom just has the thing that says like self-destruct after X amount of seconds. So I figured I could just use that to... also, you're looking at the command, you can add a built-in timer. Yeah, so that was kind of just how I did it. And I'm mainly doing it in a kind of cursed way because it syncs well. If there is a better way to do it with scripts, I would prefer to do it that way. I'm just really confident that the crate method syncs in multiplayer. A lot of my methodology, especially for this map, is really cursed because it just has to sync. I meant for unit set active cam. Oh, wait, yeah, true. I could do the active camo thing. I didn't even think about that. I wonder if that's... That probably syncs. That probably syncs. And then you can, like, time it down. I could give that a go. Why don't we try that? Let's do that. Active camo. Player active camo. No. Unit set active camo. Enable or disable for the unit over a specified number of seconds. I wonder if it works on vehicles. We'll give it a try. Let's experiment with it. But anyway, unit set active camo. You choose the unit. You set true. And then you choose. So I could do like 0.1 true to make it instantly active camo. And then I could do like 3 seconds false to like after active camo. AI set active camo true. I like the unit one though, because unit set active camo is probably what they do in campaign for the green phantoms, like the friendly phantoms. Well, let's give this a try. We'll do here. And for the command script, we have them go to the vehicle the moment they spawn. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the unit set active camo. I don't know. Would the vehicle be considered a unit? Probably not. Sometimes vehicles can be considered units. Well, I'll just give it a try anyway. We'll set unit active camo. The unit will be... what is the unit called? He's the guy. I think he's just Wraith Red / Wraith01 true, and then we'll have him be invisible over 0.1 seconds. Does that compile? Okay, that compiles. Let's try it, see what happens. We'll wait for our Wraith guy to summon. I presume that's just going to make the character himself be invisible. Yeah, okay, I can see him invisible. He's right here. So that actually worked. He is just a little invisible guy right there. What I'm also going to try is see if I can get the vehicle to be considered a unit. So we're going to do... I think it's just Wraith Red, actually. Is it Wraith Red 01? I'll double check my vehicle naming scheme. I always forget. Yeah, Wraith Red 01. So let's compile. Yeah, that was valid. Let's see, do we get an invisible Wraith? Isn't the Wraith name separately? Yes, yes. Oh, that's an invisible Wraith! Wait, that's kind of sick, though. Hello? Even the guy in it became invisible. Okay, wait. That means I don't even have to make the character invisible. I can just make the Wraith invisible, and then they also become invisible by getting in it. So after they teleport, then, what I can do is I can set it to be false over a period of like 3 seconds. Let's see if that works. Can wait for our Wraith to spawn in. Okay, 3 seconds is a bit too long. Let's try 1 second. Do Ultimate Forge AI sync? Yeah, they sync. Well, reasonably well. Some functions don't, like some particular melee animations may not. It looks okay. Let me try removing the animation. Is in command script Wraith Blue one. Wait, have I just been blind this whole time? Oh my goodness, I am so dumb. I was putting the effect object in the blue Wraith the whole time. That's why it was desyncing randomly. I feel dumb. Alright, well, whoa. I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on, pausing. Accidentally. I have so many scripts open that it like is actually overwhelming. All right, let's see. I removed the effect temporarily. We're just gonna see the invisible Wraith and see what that looks like. That's actually not too bad. On its own, it's kind of fine. It looks kind of ugly, though. There's like this moment where it has no shading. It pops in kind of, though? Yeah, I don't know what that is. I never noticed in campaign any of like the green phantoms doing that pop in. It's a little odd. Okay, game speed 0. So they're fine. The vehicle materials, though, have this kind of unlit look to them, though. Can you speed the decloaking up? Yeah, I could. We could try, right now it takes 1 second. We could do a half second, see how that looks. Probably just make them look like they pop in even faster, though, to be fair. Why in the world are the materials popping in like that? That's so odd. Because even when I had it at the really long 3 seconds, sync the full transparency with the slip space bubble flash. Yeah, I probably ought to do that. Is because it's semi-transparent? It might be due to the way that it's like rendering. See, like right now it's like semi-transparent, and then it's still semi-transparent, and then it popped in. It didn't look too bad when I had the effect. Let's try putting the effect back on it. Does it pop with a longer timer? Yeah, it seems to be something with the actual shader that the Wraith has. The characters themselves are fine. Very, very interesting. So set active cam. Oh, you know what? Wait, I have an idea. I don't... No, wait, because that... Okay, that's fine. Unit side roll, blah, 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 true. And then it waits until they teleport, and then it does the 1 second decloak. I'm going to try this. I don't really think this is going to help a ton, but I'm going to, in the script, I'm going to make it so the logic is they go to the vehicle, basically they get in, right? Then it creates the effect all the way over here. Then it sets them instantly camouflaged. Then we pause for 1 second, so they're like way outside the map, paused for 1 second, getting in the Wraith. After that 1 second, it teleports them over to here, over to our like actual area, and then they're given the command to move forward. After they're given the command to move forward, I'm going to sleep for another 1 second, which is probably too much to be realistic. But after, they're going to basically teleport in completely invisible. They're going to stay invisible for 1 second. After 1 second, I am then going to decloak them. So they will be invisible for 1 second after, like, spawning in, so to speak. It was good at a glance. Oh, thank you. Boom. Okay, that's definitely way too long. What? Why was that like the longest delay of all time? Let's try that again. That felt like way longer than 1 second. I don't know if that's just me, but that felt way longer than 1 second. Oh, it's actually waiting until they go past that point. I see. Well, I guess I can't really do that then, because it's waiting for that to trigger before it goes to the next. I didn't know command scripts worked like that, actually. That's so cool. I think it looked fine with just the effect. Yeah, I mean, okay, there we go. We just saw it with the camo. Let me turn the camo off. The only really downside with the effect is that because the active camouflage kind of is the way that it is, it over-renders the effect. I might be able to change that in the properties, though. We'll see. But this is just without camo. I mean, that's fine. I really didn't have any qualms with it. But if we could do camo and the effect, that might be kind of sick. The spawn effect reflecting the light, making it pop? No, because it was popping even without the effect there. I don't think so. So what I'm going to try really quickly for the like whole slip space rupture thing is I'm going to go to the particles that make up like the whole distortion and glow and stuff. What I want to do is I want to change their sort bias. Actually, I don't know if that's going to be what I want to do. I think... Double check. CPU, blah, blah, blah. Inherit effect. Okay, that's great. I think I need to go into the actual particles themselves. And I have to set them to... This is for the flare. I think I need them to be set to post pass. Let me double check this. This might break certain things. I'm hoping the effect is so short that it won't. I definitely need to copy the slip space tube now. I think if I put it post pass, it will over render the active camouflage shader. The invis cube, FX particles. Okay, perfect. So now we have a duplicate of all of these. You don't want to overdo the effects? No, I definitely don't want to overdo the effects. And chances are I probably won't even like this because the camouflage does have like a brain cooking, because the camouflage does have a weird pop in. Holy. Okay, all the material, or all the particles have been sent to post pass. So render wise, in the render queue now, on like the GPU side of things, theoretically this should render over the top of the active camouflage, which would be considered like a transparent type of shader. Well, that looked cool, but I also totally forgot to bring the camouflage back. Oops. Let's try that again. I gotta see that again. I couldn't really tell. I felt like it didn't change anything when I set it to post pass. Or maybe it should be pre-pass now that I think about it. Well, it didn't look bad, but the pop-in is still really bad. So maybe, I think I'm just gonna not have it camouflage. It was an interesting idea, but the weird way that the active camouflage shader is interacting and doing the pop-in, make the fade slightly faster. The problem is it's just gonna have pop-in no matter what. Orgalord, thank you for the 2! I think that's good. Thank you very much for the 2, man. Appreciate it. Me when I spawn on her pad. Huh! Ew! No, thank you for the becoming a member again. The 2 months is crazy. How has it been 2 months already? Good God. It's actually nuts. Thank you for the 2, Talca. Appreciate it. Ah, you said nothing. It's my favorite kind of thing people say. Thank you very much for the 2, though. Appreciate it. Thank you. This is that Halo game? Yeah, this is Halo video game. Yeah. It's okay. I'm not... It's whatever. It's a game. It's the best fucking game. Check stream chat. Ugh, I don't freaking want to, dude. Okay. Halo Reach Forge spawning effect. Yes, I'm rather familiar with this effect. Can I not go full screen? Oh, I can't go full screen, I see. What the fuck? Okay, I'm just gonna watch it on the side. So the effect in Reach is it kind of just like has a glow around the edges that then it fades in, along with like a plasma-y kind of overlay atop it, and then it fades in. I would kill for an effect like that. I cannot do that, but I would kill for an effect like that. Halo feller seems like a swell guy. Yeah, I'm so swell. Thank you for noticing. I'm extremely swell. Alright, side note. Now that I'm not tweaking, this effect is fine. I think. I think it's fine. I'm gonna try spamming the really cool object creation effect for the ghosts as well. So I'm going to do it on one of the ghosts though. So this is the red wraith where we create the FX object. I'm going to go to the red ghost because they spawn together. So I don't want to overdo it. So for red ghost, we're also going to go ahead, drop that effect in there, save. I'm going to compile that and hopefully it'll look good. So we should see the ghost also have the effect here. Yeah, those with the ghosts, and then after that, we get the Wraith. Seems pretty fine. Can't really complain, frankly. That is pretty cool. There's no effect for the Banshees and the Phantom spawning in yet, but I think I want to make something similar. Not a literal slip space thing like how the ground guys do. Maybe just like a flash. Or maybe they can active camo in, actually. That would be kind of cool if the Phantoms and the Banshees active camoed in. That might be the way to do it for them. Because that's kind of how it worked in Reach. Most people, I didn't even know that was a thing, but on Reach, when you're at the Spire in Campaign and the Phantom spawn in, they actually just do the Forge spawn effect, where they just kind of like materialize. So let me try that. Let's see what that looks like. So that's just, let me copy this command. And then we'll do it. I'll do it on the red Banshees first. So red Banshee 1. Oh, I gotta do this for the nighttime, don't I? Yeah, I do. I totally do. So yeah, we'll do set active camo, and then right after they teleport, we'll do false over a span of 1 second. Now, if I like this, I'll copy it to the other blue base and on the nighttime version. So they get in, they're invisible. They get out, or then they teleport, and then they're visible. Okay, let's try it. We get to see the effect again. We get wow. Oh, it didn't render right. Kind of liked that, weirdly enough. They're in. Wraith comes in. What? Oh, I wasn't looking! God damn! Okay, but why did he despawn? Let me just fix that real quick. Let's just... we're gonna fix that real quick. What? Oh, I'm dumb. I know exactly. I instead of the Banshee, when the Banshee spawn in, it actually camouflages the Wraith. Oopsies. Banshee, red 01, will be the one that goes invisible, and then the other Banshee will also turn invisible when they spawn in, and then will become uninvisible. Alright. There we go. Wouldn't a shield overlay effect work? Yes, and Halo 3 does support that, but it's... You would need to give it a shield, basically. And then you would need it so... Technically, it could be done, but it would, like, also override the way the entire health system on that vehicle works and looks at the same time. They also have the weird pop-in. What the fuck, man? Wait. My brain. The Phantoms don't do that in Campaign, right? Tell me I'm not tripping. I swear the Phantoms do not do that in Campaign. You know how, like, the green Phantoms appear on, like, the mission The Covenant when you're flying around? They just kind of, like, pop. They don't pop in. I swear they don't pop in. I'm going to try it here. We'll do Phantom Red 01. And then on the... After teleporting, it will... Go false. Check the sacred text. I'm like 99% sure they use this command, but what I'm going to do for the Phantom is I'm going to check what the shader has. There could be a special flag on the Phantom's materials that make it work better with the active camouflage. So we'll see. Okay, yeah, that looked really good. There was, like, no... Like, the only pop-in was because of the transparent sorting layer on the plasma shaders behind it. What that tells me is that the Phantom's materials in some way, shape, or form actually play really nicely with that effect. And I suspect it's just going to be a... It's going to be a flag in the shaders that is going to control it. Let me double-check. Because theoretically, I could just apply that onto the other vehicles and then just be done with it. So, Phantom shaders, we want Phantom shell. There's no special settings. Okay. So it's 2 change color. That's no big deal. Specular, sure. 2 lobe fong. Environment map is per pixel. And that's it. Okay, let me compare that to, for example, the Wraith shaders. Oh, no, because all I did is, that's also a custom shader, but all I did was change their textures. Let's see, Wraith shader. So it's also using 2lobefong. Its environment mapping is dynamic. It does have its blend mode as opaque. Let me think about it. Okay, let me try. I'm going to change the environment mapping from on the Phantom to dynamic, which is what this has, and see if that makes a difference. So where's my red Phantom? Phantom, red, shaders, and then I'm going to change environment mapping to dynamic from per pixel. We're going to refresh and we're going to see if it has pop-in. Because that's really the only difference between the materials. It's possible that, now that I'm looking at that, my suspicion is that the dynamic shading doesn't kick in until it's past a certain opacity, whereas per pixel is pre-calculated or something like that, and it just works better with the Invincibility active camo shader. Let's see. Bitch, it looks the same! It actually looks way too bright, though. I low-key hate that. Wait! Another thought entered my cranial cavern. What if there's a flag? Model uses air probe lighting. Ambient occlusion appears. There's a thing for this. I swear to God, there's a thing for this. There's like an active camo flag somewhere. Isn't it in the model tag? Maybe it's in the vehicle tag. I'm so sure of this, dude. If I can make this look good, I'd be really happy, to be honest. That'd be pretty sick. Not pathfinding, object skills attachments? No. Circular aiming? No. What else? What else? Invalid for player, allows AI combatants. No friction, AI, non-combat vehicle. I see. I see. You know what I see? Fucking nothing! Wait, what if it's in the render model tag? Oh, wait, what if there's something there? Let's see, let's see. Maybe there's like a flag around here, you know? It's like, oh, this model is special. It's supposed to... there's nothing. Why does it look good when the other ones look like straight doo-doo poo-poo ass? I don't understand. It's got materials, any special properties? No, none. Okay. Regions. Anything here? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really seeing anything here. Okay, I'm not tripping, right? Like, try another large vehicle? It could be the uses air probe lighting thing, but I think Banshees might also. Isn't some of the camo stuff in the model? I checked that, but I couldn't find it. I thought it was because I've seen it before. I think like Cortana uses it or something. It's not in the damaged states specifically. It's like damaged seats, no. Targets, no. Model object data. Okay, active camo always on. Active camo never. Has shield impact effect. That one's a fun one. The only thing it has is uses air probe lighting. I'm gonna try uses air probe lighting on the Banshees and see if maybe that's some kind of weird quirk of the engine. I feel like that doesn't really make any sense, but you never know. Oh wait, that's the regular Banshee. Oopsies. Go Banshee red. I definitely don't want these things to be only using air probes for sure. Like, that would suck, but... Okay, they're spawning in. No, look, they're still flat lit. I can tell they don't have shading. And then they pop in. It's fine. Let's wait for the Phantom to spawn in. Look at the alarm sound I sent you. It was interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. I probably won't use it. because I'm a sucker for... Pause. Look at this phantom. It has just now spawned in, and guess what? It already has the shading rendering on it. There's something going on here. There's something going on here. Its shading is already there. There's no... It won't pop in because the shading is literally already there. The only pop-in happens when it fully goes opaque, which is fine. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna take the Banshee AI model. We're gonna undo the air probe lighting thingy, because I would rather just use whatever map lighting is there. So here's the difference between these two shaders. This is the red Phantom shader. This is like the Wraith shader. I'm gonna do the Banshee shader really quickly because I suspect that will be more important. Banshee AI red. To the overall Banshee shader. Here's the differences. Albedo's 2 change color. That shouldn't have an effect. Specular map from diffuse, 2 low falling. These are all matching. Dynamic instead of per pixel. Opaque, first person. Is it possible it's because it has a pre-existing environment map? Let me try that. Instead of dynamic, I'm going to do per pixel. Again, I know I already tried this, but that's literally the only difference in these materials. And the Banshees are coming in. Wait, did that actually work? No, I don't think it did. They look very flat. I'm not seeing any shading rendering on them. Boom, they pop in. That's the only material difference. I don't understand. Is it the sort layer? They're set to normal. Oh, you know what? Let me try Banshee Glass. This is the... yeah, this is the top part. And this is... environment map. Also, we're going to do per pixel. I'll try one more time because I know specifically what this material is. Thank you for the 3 Gyarados, by the way. I appreciate it. He said my advice would be, I don't know. Good luck. Thanks. You're so thoughtful. Like the Separatist Phantom, maybe? That's just the same as the regular Phantom. Okay, game speed 0.1. Looking at the shell. Shell, again, just has... no... There is something unique about the Phantom, and god damn it, I have no clue what it is! Maybe an imposter issue? Frankly, I just don't know. You know what it's going to be? This has been my experience with the Halo engine time and time again. It's going to be some random, unrelated flag that has literally nothing to do with anything relating to active camouflage. And what's going to happen is you tick it, and then it just works. It's going to be like, causes collision damage or something. I'm going to check that. And then it's going to be like, oh, the active camo works now. Yeah, everyone at Bungie knew that. Okay, I suspect the overall vehicle tag probably isn't going to be the one that has... I'm going to be a little quirky here. I'm going to check the render model tag. Normally, you're not supposed to dive into the render model for most of the time, most reasons. But I do wonder if something here maybe is important. Is it a volume sample? What if any... no, surely it's not volume samples. Right? That wouldn't make sense. Also, what even are those? They're skylights. What the fuck is that? Hold up. Is that a thing I can do? I can manually add in the skylights I want for PRT? And color them? What? No, there's no way. There's no way. Interesting. Interesting. You can bake objects in Halo 3. I mean, they're skylights. It's not like you can manually add in particular lights, but I think it might allow for, like, colored direction light. Well, it has no shadow bounces. It uses air probe lighting, ambient occlusion. There's a region called PRT. No, there's not. Good news, I have no fucking clue, and I'm gonna be honest, I just don't care anymore. At least the Phantom looks cool when it spawns in. Good news, the macro news good? Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. 3 cheese. Ooh, that's the best kind. Alright, let's check out the... Pause. Structure data. Let's check out the lovely and wonderful cluster points, my favorite. We're going to set all of the atmosphere properties to snow heavy really quickly. And then I want to know what you guys think about this, but I'm debating about color coordinating the spawn points. Right now they're both purple, which is fine. But I'm debating making them like red and blue. I don't know if that would be a bit much. You know? Like this one would be blue. I mean, it's pretty much already blue. It's just got a hint of purple. But this one over here, I was like, maybe we can make it red. But I think maybe I'll keep them kind of like a bluish purple just because they're kind of Covenant-y. Keep the AIs, the only thing colored like that. You know, we got the AIs and we got the big ol' and we got the other one. You know, it's blue team. That's red team. Maybe the lights. The light. Oh my. I gotta add lights all over the map. You know the little stick lights, like the CE style ones? Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll put a bunch of those down. Kind of have them be red on one side, blue on the other. I think that'd be kind of sick. T-style torches, not lamps, would be fired? Yeah. Well, they have the Halo 3 style ones on the Mission of the Ark. And I want to use those. Okay, the walls here, these lovely walls here, we're going to change them up and we're going to make them blue. But I don't remember if I already made a texture for blue walls or not. So we gotta peek into the files really quickly. So we have concrete wall 01 blue, which uses red diffuse. Oh, I do have blue diffuse. Okay, so I did already make them. I'm glad I remembered. That would have sucked. Wall 01 blue diffuse. And then we'll do wall 02 blue diffuse. Hooray, blue team! We did it, guys. Looks kind of like doo-doo in here because I don't have lighting in this particular zone, but we did it. It's blue team, guys. Look at it. It's blue. Look how blue it is. I do need to change those colors, that the lights are still red. That's kind of misleading. And then I can... Do I team color these, though? Oh, this whole spire might as well be colored. That's what I was thinking. That was like the main reason I didn't want to. I was like, if I team color this, what about the fucking spire? It's like purple and green and stuff. Maybe I should... I do want to adjust the colors at the very least. You just put blue team on the red side? No, this is red side. See? Red. And then we go into the hangar. Red. Well, lights on them, sure. Yeah, I agree with the lights. Lights like are good. The team colors should be more accenting, you know, like paint on the walls and lights and stuff and the AIs. Blue, 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 blue. I think I'm gonna do that then. Dude, I low-key, like, I don't want to do any, like, big, like, map adjustments and things. But goddamn, do I really want to add a bunch of those lights all around the whole map? That would be so sick. Well, I'm gonna open the Mission of the Ark really quickly. I gotta go pee real quick anyway. Sorry, TMI, it's so icky. We're gonna go check out the Ark, and the reason I want to is I want to see what the lights look like, because we're probably gonna yoink the lights from the Ark, so we'll let that load really quickly, and I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Share emoji, share emoji, share emoji, share emoji, share emoji.
Wow, you guys are so lucky you got left with the cool void sand blowing scene. What the fuck even? Where am I? Oh my god. Ah, yes, this is the arc I remember. Okay. So we're here because we're looking for the Covenant light posts that I really, really want to yoink. These bad boys, right? No. These guys are off. What are the ones that are on? Are these supposed to be the ones that are on? Isn't there supposed to be like a thing at the top of them? Why are they all just off? I'm confused. Where's the light? They're just here. No, it's definitely these, but like, they turn on when you walk by. How'd that happen? What the hell? That's cool. Yeah, they're like little torches. The only downside to these is they're dynamic. I would have to make a version that's like on all the time. It's pretty cool though. Hiding the lamps? Yeah, I was taking a peek at these. See how they work. That's really sick. I never noticed these. They're all like animated and stuff. Okay, let's look at this one. Yeah, that's really cool, man. I like that. Wow. Destructible too? Oh. Dude, that makes me feel so much better about some of the destruction stuff I've done before. Holy. You think Dig Site could have restored Forerunner City or Guardian Force as they did with Alpha Moon? Maybe. There's a couple factors that play into it, like how finished were those missions. Guardian Forest, there was enough data there to probably finish that mission, but the amount of effort that would have gone into it would have been crazy. Absolutely crazy. Forerunner City probably, maybe. Again, just depends how much data was there on Forerunner City before they cut the mission from the game. I mean, like, a lot of Forerunner City just turned into the mission, the Covenant, right? Like, the whole second half of Forerunner City is the second half of the Covenant. You know, the double Scarab fight into the Prophet of Truth area, that's basically the second half of Forerunner City. The first half would have been the more unique part, for sure. I think Guardian... The only reason... I think Guardian Force would have been the most doable one. I would also say no, it wouldn't be doable for Dig Site, only because the amount of effort you would have to put in to finish Guardian Forest is way beyond what some people can do in their free time. It would just take them, like, years to put in that amount of effort. Dig Site was already burned out with Halo 2 stuff? Yeah, and, like, no shade on Halo 2 modders, because Halo 2 is still a game engine that you have to, like, mod and put work into, but when it comes to, like, the fidelity and the quality of Halo 2 and 3, it's gonna be way faster to do Halo 2. Way faster. Beer McDrinky, thanks for the 5, man. Appreciate it.
Finish Guardian Forest anyways. Unless you're chicken.
Bro, did you just call me chicken? Dude, I'm not fucking chicken, okay? I'm not fucking chicken. I'll finish Guardian Forest, like, today, bro. I'm not scared. Oh, the shadows are actually rendering for once. What is this? Miracle. My god. Cool. Dig Site team was already burnt out. I feel sorry for the modding projects like Skyblivion. Not gonna argue there. To be fair, Skyblivion is the kind of mod that you put on your resume. I suppose you could with Dig Site too, but Skyblivion I feel like really stands out, especially as like they're attempting this like AAA type thing. And to a degree... But, like, much higher fidelity, right? Skyblivion, like, the skill set and stuff you have there is, like, easily translated to AAA, whereas, like, the guys who are working on this stuff for like dig site Halo 2 E3 and stuff would be more like indie due to the age of the game. Thank you for the 2.
No balls.
I have 2 balls for now. Thank you for the 2. Timing fails me again. Who does it? You should actually work in Forerunner City? I might. I'm obviously like all in on Permafrost right now, but I'm not against it. King Sidoric, thank you for the 2.
Finish Guardian Forest anyways.
Maybe I will.
Less ball, wow.
Guys, come on. I'm Permafrost, dude. Team-based AIs, fucking giant multiplayer battles on a never-before-seen scale. All we got is modded custom. Dude, I'm so excited for the modded custom game browser. I'm like, actually just every single day looking at the development thread. Did they post anything cool today? Did they post anything cool today? Did they? I didn't even check today though. Hold on, I'm looking. I'm looking. That's so cool. That's so cool. They got it working on Linux. They're so smart. They're so talented. Never before seen scale like Guardian Forest? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Can you have the air units come from the over the mountain and not the center of the lifts? I mean, I could. This is just where they come out of in Halo Reach. They like teleport down. This thing is a teleporter. It moves troops. Ugh. I assume the modded custom game browser is something that operates outside of MCC. Yeah, it's currently as a project being spearheaded by many talented developers in the Halo Mods Discord. And they're work. I mean, I can show a screenshot that they posted like today. Mountain Dew, it's currently working on a Linux compatible version of it, just to make sure that when it runs on Linux that it works. And here you can see running in Linux, Master Chief Collection running in Linux. I don't know if it's through like Wine or whatever Wine is these days, but MCC's running. You can see he's connected to the server, or well, I gotta hide my webcam, but he's like connected to the server. You can see all the info, 2 players. It's on Halo 1, the workshop content that you need to join, which should like I think auto download. You can see ping, love the little ping bar, Halo 3 style ping bar. Anyway, it's really cool, really cool. You can see workshop they are cooking, man. They are cooking. And I know they're gonna take their time. They're gonna make sure it's perfect before they release it, and W on them for that. There's so many people in there already who are like, when is it gonna be done? When is it gonna be? It's done when it's done, dude. Let them cook. They're doing this shit for free, dude. They're doing this shit for free because they love Halo. People are in there like, oh, I just want to play it. Die. I mean, I understand. I understand that feel, but like, stop. They plan for greater mod support, like mods that edit DLs. Oh, that'd be so sick. That'd be so sick. I mean, Epic Perry, I know you were working on the UI stuff. My MCC UI now looks fucking way cleaner when I'm loading into a game because of the awesome UI edits that you were up to. It really does make me wonder, like, how much the UI can be, like, edited and changed. It'd be really nice if there was, like, a UI overhaul. The menu, I fucking hate MCC's menus. I know it's, like, version 2 of the MCC menu, and they revamped it from the beginning. The original MCC UI, which was also terrible. But it's just... I'm dead, bro. It's so bad. It's so bad. Make a UI overall stream. It's just Flash and Unreal Engine. I would have to like spend a couple weeks digging deep into that before I could make any meaningful additions. Right now I'm like baby mode. User experience in general needs to go back to 2007. What do you mean? You don't want the Windows 8 tile UI on everything for no reason at all? Why not? Oh, you want lists? Easy to read lists? Sorry. We're just always going to make things into fucking giant squares that you have to scroll through, only showing 3 at a time, because we're just assuming that you have the intelligence of a fucking loaf of bread. All I need is deleting shit. 3x3 added so much unneeded shit to the UI. True! Eating banana bread right now? That was my friend. How dare you? Like Netflix has invented all... What do I guess it's fine for something like Netflix, you know, like you get a preview and it like auto plays. Like for Netflix, for me anyway, that makes sense given what Netflix is. You kind of have to shove the whole show into somebody's face and like give them a preview and like show the cool poster. For Netflix specifically, I'm like, sure. Or like, for example, Xbox 360, when you were like scrolling through Xbox arcade games and stuff, it had a similar UI. You got to see like the game case. It was admittedly a bit more condensed, but like you could, certain UIs, that makes sense to have like a little blocky thing you scroll through. Very particular things, yeah, the menu should look like that. But not fucking everything. Absolutely not. Dude, I started playing like Fortnite a little while ago because some friends invited me and I was enjoying it. I was having a good time. But, like, the way that you scroll through the fucking games and stuff, it was like that. And I was like, I get it. They're trying to, like, show, like, a big thumbnail. But I'm like, it's so in my face. You could definitely shrink it down. But it's, like, lowest common denominator shit. And I'm just like, God, why? Why do I have to suffer? I like server browsers, man. Give me, like... What I like about the Halo Mods server browser that they're working on is it's just, like... It's like the old GameSpy Halo Custom Edition server browser. It's like the Source Engine server browser. Actually, it's better than the Source Engine server browser. That one was a little too condensed. I do feel like it would be better if that was expanded a little bit. But, I mean, given how many servers there were, it kind of makes sense. And the Fortnite got rewards. Wow, I won the video game? Hell yeah. Gotta make you feel like you earned stuff and that you should be happy to be in the game. Alright. We were working on cool effects. Let me watch this again. We're going to see the AI spawn in. So we got the ghosts. Let me refresh. The ghosts. They spawn in. Can we make the red tower more red? Nah. I tried to make the red tower more red and it looked weird, so... Called it quits on that. Instead we get the funny red dunce cap. And the blue team gets a funny blue dunce cap. Maybe I should have a little flash here. That might be smart. Thank you for the 5, Epic Gaming Grunt.
I need name or link to modded custom server browser for MCC. I can't find anything online.
It's not out yet. It's not out yet. They're still working on it. You can only see the development screenshots of them working on it in the Halo Mods server on Discord. They're cooking away on it. They are making some awesome, awesome stuff, but it is absolutely not ready. Bro, just give us the link. Stop gatekeeping. Shut the hell up. Are we getting new menus? That's a secondary project that people are working on over there. Alright, we got that. If it's out, if you are good enough to work on developing it, then yes, you can have it. Well, yeah, but I think people want to use it so that they can, like, go do crazy modded shit. Which they can't do yet, because it's not out yet. Oh, come on, man. You got this, Ghosts. I believe in you. No, they're stupid! Yeah, not working. They just, the blue team has decided they don't want to work today. Were it so easy. I guess that works. Fixed it. Maybe my mods are gonna have a server minimum. I hope so. I would love to see people make some absolutely cool mods. Removing Halo 4 from the menu. If you try to install it, it deletes System 32. So based! So fucking sick. I love it. I like the way all these things work. I'm gonna go ahead and add the little spawner thingy that I did for red team to blue team. Ghost red 1 spawns in, where is it? This. We're gonna go to ghost blue 1. Do FX blue 01 on the ghosts. We'll just do the same for the wraith. Wraith blue 01. Boom. So we'll watch in awe. Wow. Bitch, what the fuck? Where'd the other ghost go? What? What is happening? Did I name it wrong? Oh, I did, that's why. Pretty cool, pretty cool. You almost had him in. What's that sound I just heard? The Banshee just like spawned in and die or something? What was that? Oh, I see. I'm gonna do them a solid. I'm gonna add, be brave, I'm gonna add an AI point right there. I know the red guys don't have trouble with this. Oh, I guess they don't have trouble because I did that. I'm gonna go ahead and add that there. Yeah. Oh, the Wraith's gonna go this way. Okay, well, that's great. Why don't they care about the points they're supposed to go to? They're supposed to go right here. Was it too far in the ground that they just didn't give a shit about it? Hello? I think the base. I don't wanna. I just want them to go to blue initial 01, which they're supposed to go to. They're just choosing not to go there? Hello? No, I just don't think I'm going to. Like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that now? All I did was spawn a fucking little thing there. Wait a minute. I have a suspicion. This might not be a thing, but on the off chance that it's a thing, I'm gonna fix this thing. The thing I'm thinking about, the thing I'm thing I'm thinking, it might be that my little cube is like a pathfinding obstacle. Does not cast shadow, not a pathfinding obstacle, does not cause collision damage. Oh, and does not collide with the camera. That was it? They were just getting confused because there was an object inside of them. God damn it. Okay, moving this back to here. Guys, in a technical game development sense, their position was overlapping with an object. They shared the same position. Calm down! Brother man, why are we back here? Why are we doing this again? Can't handle the point being anywhere except right in front of you. Okay, understood. Okay, well, I was gonna say we're good, but what the fuck is he doing? What is he, stupid? Huh? Yes, you go there. You're very happy. Look, oh wow, you went to the point you were supposed to go to. And look, you're so happy. And you're definitely... Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Just needed to move things around a little bit, make it a little easier on them. We're good. This looks great with DLSS 5 on. It's totally, yeah. I wonder what this would look like with DLSS 5 on. Probably not great. I don't think Halo 3 is a good example of a game that would actually have any meaningful benefit from that tech. I always knew DLSS 5 was going to be where games were headed in the future. And it is genuinely an impressive piece of technology for like very particular needs. DLSS 5, I thought they had 4.5. DLSS 5 uses neural rendering, so it basically just like real-time generates like a light AI filter over the image to make it look like photorealistic lighting, and it does like AI face enhancement as well to make people look like real people. Basically, it's like a light AI photorealism filter over everything with a focus on lighting and faces. Really interesting technology, just from like a purely technology standpoint. Like I always knew low-key that's what we were gonna get eventually. Neural rendering for video games was inevitable. And it's really cool to see. It's just kind of a little eh in certain ways. Like it's amazing and impressive, but like it's also like makes kind of just like, I'm so used to seeing AI generated faces from like shitty AI memes and things that at this point I looked at them and I was like, they look a little... 5 has photorealistic grunts. The devs can turn it off and editing faces, but they left it on for the showcase. Yeah, I think people are overreacting like crazy. The whole AI slop crowd is just running rampant. Whatever. I'm like, I hate certain AI aspects, and I'm fine with other certain AI aspects. I think that one is really cool, actually. I hope that it continues to improve and becomes more optimized, because that is going to be what video game graphics rendering is going to be in the future, and I'm just interested to see where that technology continues to go. It's interesting. The footage of what it does to levels lighting is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be up to the developers to choose exactly like what they want to do, and then of course people can mod it over the top, because it's just, you know, you can add DLSS to pretty much anything as long as you have an NVIDIA card. So I don't know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see. Everyone's overreacting and acting like a bunch of stupid little babies on the internet right now. Most level-headed response is like, in my opinion, where people have been like, oh yeah, it looks like interesting, and like this has potential. Adding it to new games should be easy. Oh yeah, yeah. You could basically, like, to be honest, it's gonna like kill reshade in certain ways. Like, reshade is going to become a thing of the past once DLSS 5 becomes like an actually accessible technology. Yeah, the memes are funny. People are just really dumb. Like, I don't mean that in like a I'm smarter, holier than thou way, but like, dude, people's reaction to it is just making me lose faith in humanity, dude. People are so fucking dumb. Holy. People are like purposefully taking it the worst possible way, rather than being like, ooh, I don't like it in this particular case, but it's so cool to see. I can't wait to see this in the future. People are just like, it's made with AI. I hope they fucking die. I'm like, hey, whoa, calm down. I'm also upset about the RAM and the SSD shortages, alright? But chill. Mad at Digital Foundry since they shitted on people for this look of game, but since Nvidia gave them money, now they praise it. I'm not familiar with that, but yeah, I mean, if they're taking money and then shilling it, like, regardless of AI this or AI that, that's just bad. I get it, money's money, but like, Digital Foundry should definitely have some level of like care and carefulness when they review something, rather than just being like, thanks for the money, this is the best product I've ever seen. It's cool, but when our RAM price is going down, hopefully soon. It won't be soon, but that would be great if it was. And their tech channel, yeah, I mean, you don't want to go to a tech channel and see somebody shill out some stuff. You want to go to a tech channel and get some honest reviews. I think if they were being honest, to be fair, I haven't watched it, so, but from what you're saying, if they're like really shilling it, the real honest thing to do in their shoes is to be like, wow, this technology is really cool. I can't wait to see it grow and develop further, and see like when a developer like very carefully implements it into a game, like how it can benefit lighting and like make graphics look better. That's like, I think, the reasonable level-headed response, rather than just being like, it's incredible, it's gonna change everything, or the opposite of being like, it's AI slop, I hate it, and I'm going to actually like fucking commit crimes because of this. The best showcase I've ever seen. Did they say that? It is admittedly very impressive, but like, best showcase I've ever seen, far from it. Especially the Digital Foundry guys, right? They're old. They've seen the really impressive showcases, okay? NVIDIA's like PhysX Flex showcases, mind-blowing, okay? They've seen the actual... It is very cool, but like, the most amazing thing I've ever seen? No, we live in the age of AI video generation, okay? That's just... It is extremely impressive that they're doing it in real time, but it's also requiring 25090s. So like, it looks a little strange. I agree, it does look a little strange. It definitely needs to be like refined. Whatever model they're using to generate each frame is really good, but the faces are a little bit over detailed. The contrast is a bit high. It's kind of like over sharpening. It's not sharpening, but it almost is like it's over sharpening things. It's like over contrasting things. So it makes the faces look a little weird. They definitely look better though. Like, you know what game actually needed that tech genuinely? And I'm glad they did it. Fucking Starfield, bro. That is the game benefiting the most from that tech. From the tech demos I saw, bro. Starfield, I don't know why anyone would be mad about Starfield getting that. That just straight up made Starfield look like a actually decently good looking game, okay? You can be mad about the other game, sure. People are really mad about Resident Evil because those fans are like purists and like valid, whatever. But man, Starfield actually just like really benefited from that tech, bro. Looked better in like every conceivable way. The worst one I think I saw was the Oblivion one. People were pointing out because, to be fair, whatever model they were probably using to like retune people's faces and make them look like more realistic or whatever worked great in Starfield, but the fucking Oblivion remastered elf guy unironically looked fucking bad. He did not look very good. It was like improved in like terms of like skin texture and shadowing generally. Some of the shadows were a little weird, but generally the shadowing was better. But because I presume because the AI model wasn't trained on like fucking wacky ass Oblivion NPC head shapes, he looked a little fucked up. And I was like, I don't really like that very much. Gave him goat eyes. Oh god, the Starfield one does look very AI slop. I'd have to double look. I remember thinking Starfield actually looked better because of it. To be fair, I only looked at it for like 1 second and then moved on. Hope that can be tuned. Yeah, I think Epic Perry said that like the developer toolkit for it actually lets you like choose what kind of gets affected by that. So I'm sure devs will be able to like make their own iterations and changes to it. To be honest, if like, I think most games will presumably use it to like the maximum. The only downside I'm seeing, dude, is that like, holy shit, man. These GPU prices need to go down and like now. Nobody is going to be able to actually, like, I'm just reminded of when ray tracing became a thing with the RTX card series. Bro. You couldn't barely run ray traced games. I have a 2080 Ti. My card is now old. It still holds up and runs fine for most games. But I can't even fucking run ray tracing, and I have the premier Gen 1 ray tracing card. And the same shit's gonna happen with DLSS 5, bro. People are gonna be like, oh man, this is interesting. I'm gonna wanna try out the new highest graphics ultra NVIDIA Giga thing, the DLSS 5. And they're gonna be like, oh, I just bought a 5090 for this, and the 5090 is gonna barely be able to fucking run it. Has ray tracing even caught on? Kinda. Sort of. Kind of. Most of the time, it seems like people are just relying on like Unreal Engine 5 type stuff for ray tracing, like Lumen, which I don't believe is actually ray tracing, but if I'm not mistaken, it benefits from the ray tracing hardware. Gen 1 and Gen 2 ray tracing was never an option other than photos. Yeah, it was atrocious. They were pushing it so hard, and it was just like, yeah. I knew going into it was going to be years, and that I wouldn't even really be able to run it. I can run ray tracing on Cyberpunk at like medium, at like fucking 720p. It's disturbing. Ray traced global illumination. Oh yeah, global illumination. Yeah, that. Which honestly, dude, global illumination is such a big deal. Real-time global illumination is actually like so good. So good. I genuinely believe like lighting and ray tracing and stuff is genuinely worth having like the performance impact, because it like go from like a Minecraft generic shader to a Minecraft shader that has like global illumination and like ray traced shadows. It's beautiful. It's incredible. It makes the game look great. It gives you this like immersive feeling that's like so lovely. Lumen destroys frames. Grounded 2 launched with only Lumen and no driver for it, and I shit you not, at 3060 Ti I was getting 50 FPS on the lowest. Oh, that's brutal. To be fair, that's on the developers though. Right? Developers making Unreal Engine games and then not optimizing them properly and then just praying that Unreal Engine will just work. Like, you are allowed, I'm just going to say this, guys, if any of you are in chat and you one day decide to develop games, you're so valid if you just want to bake your lighting, dude. Go ahead. Bake lighting. You're allowed to do that. You don't need to just rely on ray tracing and real-time global illumination. You can just bake your lighting. You're allowed to do that. You go right ahead. Put down some reflection probes so that your reflections are baked in, man. Use fucking cube maps, dude. I don't need... It's fine. It still looks really good. You're not making a fucking real-time day-night cycle battle royale. You can just bake your fucking lights, dude. Baked lighting is ray tracing. Minus the performance cost. It's great. Why does Halo 3 hold up still very well to this day. Guess what? Halo 3 used ray tracing. Except they ray traced it once and then baked it in. And it looks great. It's called baked lighting. Amazing technology. Looks so good. Not here because I don't have baked lighting right now, but generally it looks great. Right or not, baked lighting, it looks great. Yeah, it does. Put reflection probes so that every reflective surface, and it kind of knows what the room around it looks like so it can reflect it great. Bake your lighting in so that you get all your one-time ray-traced beauty. The game isn't frying. My PC was a point. Yeah. Still doing a game night tonight? No, not tonight. We're either going to do it tomorrow or we're going to do it this weekend, depending on what works best for everybody else. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I wasn't having a very good day today. I didn't want to have to host a whole ass game night. It was a whole day that I had. Do you think with scripting you could make a functional mortar where the camera follows the payload and then teleports back after it hits? I'm not sure. In like a campaign mode, I'm almost certain it's possible. If it was like a pure single-player campaign experience, yeah. I'm sure there's some hacky way to make it work. You get out there, buddy. Look at you go. Oh my god. Cosmic Dan, thank you for the huge 20! Thank you very much!
I have been so impressed with seeing all the shorts on your mods.
Oh, thank you!
Keep up the amazing work.
Thank you very much. I love putting out the shorts. They're so fun. I get such like a happy feeling. I'm like, because I work on these mods a lot here and I stream them, but I only stream to like, you know, we got the smaller community here where we're streaming doing just in yapping, and everybody here kind of knows what I'm doing for the most part because I've been working on these mods for a long time. But I love seeing everybody's reactions to it on the shorts because it's like, it's going to this whole bigger audience of people who just don't know what I'm cooking. People are like, oh, this is so cool. And I'm like, I'm glad you think it's so cool because I think it's so cool. I'm doing this because this is what like little kid me wanted to do. And now that I'm an adult and I have an adult brain that's developed, I can actually do these things and it's so fun. I love it so much. But thank you. I really appreciate those kind words. And I very much appreciate the 20. That means a lot. Thank you. Broader audience like the Halo TV show. We don't talk about the Halo TV show. We don't talk about that, okay? The only people who like the Halo TV show are the people who didn't grow up playing Halo. Those moms and dads who are like, oh, a new sci-fi show just came out. We should go watch it. Halo, this is so cool. And every Halo fan was like, what is this? Alright, sorry, I'm getting distracted. We got the cool new AI effects. I like it. It's very nice. We got a little red guy spawning in. They're going, wow. They said, wow. Pretty cool. They spawn in. They look decent. It's not bad. We got a little active camouflage banshees teleporting in. This should be a safe space. We shouldn't talk about the failed TV attempt. To be fair, I actually heard that the TV show didn't... Well, okay, Season 2 definitely failed. But Season 1 was apparently watched enough. I mean, obviously, this is a very obvious thing to say. But I heard about this before Season 2 came out. I was shocked. Season 1 did pretty well. And then... obviously that well enough that they greenlit a Season 2. However, and I'm not just saying this as a Halo fan. I'm not just saying this as a Halo fan. But just as like a media, somebody who's reasonably media literate. Halo TV show was bad. It was bad. It was like a generic sci-fi slop show. I'm sorry, but it was objectively a bad show. DLSS 5, guys, oh my god, you missed my rant about it, dude. I actually think it's kind of cool. In certain cases, it looks atrociously bad. But, like, it's actually pretty interesting and cool technology. I'm excited to see the future of it. Right now, it's interesting and kind of, like, weird and kind of makes stuff look a little odd and sometimes. But it's, like, a really, like, conceptually cool thing, dude. It's conceptually very cool. And my hot take, my actual hot take on DLSS 5 is that it actually just made Starfield specifically look better. The other games was pretty hit or miss, not gonna lie. But there's the dumbest shit ever, supposedly requires... Yeah, that is insane. The performance requirements are disgusting, not even viable. It felt more like a tech demo than anything else, to be honest. Most of the games, the lighting... I wouldn't say it made the lighting look like objectively better. If your goal is like pure photorealism, then yeah, it looked better in that regard. It did make it look more like real life. But most games aren't shooting for real life. If you are, that's awesome, and that's probably going to be good for you. But most games usually aren't doing like pure photorealism. That said, out of everything they showcased, Starfield unironically looked better. It really did. Thank you for the 2, Joe.
Drake, I think Season 1 and 2 were greenlit at the same time,
Oh.
so there was no break in production. Also, I wish Skaboodley had time to do the TV show Condor.
Oh, dude, that would be so sick. That would be so sick. It undermines the work the artists do, L? I mean, yeah, if the artists who are... I'm a little bit confused by what you mean by that. It undermines the work that the artists do. In, like, a particular scenario, absolutely, I wholeheartedly agree with you, but, like... I don't know, I'm a little confused by what you mean by that. Like, if you're working at, like, my thought is if you're working at a game studio, and you're contracted to make art, like maybe, for example, a 3D artist makes the 3D model, you know, somebody who does lighting, like, does all the lighting, the texture artist does the texture art. And then the executives are like, okay, we're going to add DLSS 5 to our game. The artists work on models and shaders and do all that, and then DLSS throws AI slop filter on it. I guess you can think about it that way, sure. I mean, I don't really like how it looked in a lot of situations. But, like, if I were playing Starfield, for example, which I enjoyed but thought was, like, objectively kind of ugly, and somebody said, hey, you're going to play Starfield, I'm like, sick, and they're going to say you have the choice between vanilla Starfield or you can play Starfield with DLSS 5. I am personally going to pick the DLSS 5 version. I think Starfield is not a very good-looking game, and I think out of all the games showcased, Starfield actually looked better, and I would play it with DLSS 5. Other games, like, I would, like, from a technical perspective, I would want to be like, oh, dude, what would Halo 3 look like with DLSS 5? And I would use it for, like, an hour, and then I would never use it again, right? Like, that's realistically how that would go. I would be like, ooh, it's kind of cool, and then leave. You know what I mean? It's like when you play Minecraft with ray tracing, your PC's melting, you're like, whoa, it looks so cool, and then you just drop it. I feel like it'd be good for racing games. I agree. I think actually DLSS 5 would be good for racing games, where they are always trying to make it as photorealistic as they can. That would be pretty sick. Yeah. When I play racing games, I would like them to be like photorealistic. That was a genuinely good use case for DLSS 5. I don't know, man. Everybody's overreacting and being a bunch of babies on the internet. I think it's interesting. In some cases, it is going to be bad for the artists, and it's not going to be good. People are just doing that thing where they hear the word AI, and they see the faces looking kind of weird in AI. And I agree, the faces do look kind of weird and over-contrasted and gross, and kind of have that, like, AI-generated look to them. So I'm not really a huge fan of the faces, except for Starfield, where it is just, even though it's AI, it's objectively better. Okay, Starfield faces are bad. They're bad. Other than that, yeah, probably not a huge fan of the face thing. The lighting is good if your goal is pure photorealism. Otherwise, it's not really a benefit to your game. Racing games might turn into oil paintings under DLSS 5. True, I mean, even with DLSS 4.5 and all that, the fucking blurring is atrocious. Oh my god, it's so bad, bro. DLSS fucking motion blur is the worst shit. It's so bad. I don't know how anybody can stand it. Okay, I'm getting distracted. We have things to do. We have things to do here in Halo 3 video game. I love smearing. Yeah. Ew. Even just that sentence is icky. Ew. Do I use Codex or Claude Code for Halo? Not specifically, no. I mean, Halo's not really complicated. It just uses, like, scripting for the most part, which I do all myself. The only time I've ever really had any AI generate, like, code for me is when I, like, am doing something in Blender and I need to, like, automate a large series of things that I would have to, like, click through and do for, like, 10 minutes straight. I'll go in and ask, like, Claude, for example, I'll just be like, here's what I need you to write me a little Python script that I can just shove into Blender real fast to automate this. and that's it. It's useful. It's actually very nice. Saves me a ton of time. I love when AI can save me time at literally no expense to myself. W. Love that shit. It's just, there's not usually, like, a lot of cases where that comes up for what I do. Reconsider the invincibility power-up overlay. Let me think about that. I haven't really considered it very much. Now that you mention it, though, I'm so curious. What's going on with invincibility? I don't think I've ever, in all my time modding Halo 3, looked specifically at invincibility to see what it does. See, power-ups. No, that's the old Halo objects. What would it be? Equipment. Invincibility equipment. Let me see. Where's it? Here it is. Is Claude code any? I actually haven't used Claude code. When I was using Claude, it was just like base Claude model, which was always pretty good. Light, equipment effect. So this is the on the ground equipment effect. What does it actually do, though? There's invincibility mode, which gives a material around the player, gives it a shield recharge time, and then there's an activation effect and a running effect. Is it hard-coded that it gives you, like, the white outline? I assume it is. It's a little screen effect. I'm familiar with that. It gives you, like, electric sparks and stuff on you. I think it might just be hard-coded to give you the glowy bit. Because I'm not seeing anything related to it here. It'd be really nice if I could have, like, a custom variant of that. I'm glad someone here isn't categorically against AI, like all Halo YouTubers taking more nuanced view. Well, I'm just against people taking, like, mostly hard against views on, like, most things, frankly. Like, the world is nuanced. There are some times when it's valid to be, like, super against something. I'm not going to argue against that, but, like, we live in a complicated modern world. To not have a nuanced view is just idiocy. I'm not really massively for or against anything specifically. Sometimes stuff sucks. Sometimes stuff is cool. Most of the time it's in between. And I get really frustrated when people are like, AI is evil. I'm like, yes, there are things that are very bad about AI, which that I wish would change. But from, like, a purely technological standpoint, a lot of it's extremely useful. Like, the medical shit is going to go crazy and benefit people so much because of AI. The protein folding thing comes to mind, where I'm like, holy shit, that's incredible. AI solved that massive issue. There's so much other cool stuff as well that's happening that I'm just like, hell fucking yeah, W. But then we have, like, AI image generation, which is like putting artists out of work, and it's like, fuck, that sucks ass. Objectively, it's a cool technology that's, like, really interesting, and like just from, like, a purely technological view, that's awesome. That's so cool and interesting, but, like, it sucks the ramifications that it has. Like, that sucks ass. Alright, what is it? So, let me look at this. It has a cool activate and shutdown effect. So, activate just plays a screen effect for, like, a brief moment. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really... I think the invincibility effect that goes over the top... Oh, wait. I see. I see. Energy shield invincible is the material. I don't think that's purely... Oh, wait a minute. I might be able to do something really cool here. Hold on. Globals. The problem is who owns the AI. What about the jobs that will be lost? The problem isn't AI, but excessive capitalism. I can agree with that a bit more. The AI itself is not, like, necessarily the evil. It's the people using the tools in the way that it interacts with people in our society, jobs, things like that. Does materials have a thing for this? Okay, materials. We go energy shield, invincible monitor. Oh, right. Okay. Is there a visual aspect to it? Where would this be handled? Thank you for the 5
has angered me, bald man. We're trying to tell you it's in globals.
No, you're right. I was... listen, man, I'm waffling on. Let me waffle a little bit. Okay, well, I see it here, obviously. So this is where the energy shield invincible is handled in the globals tag. But the thing that I'm interested in is the actual visual aspect of it. And what I was thinking, because I've gone to the materials section many times for many different things, but the problem is I don't see anything that's visually handling it. Because this is a material effect, which generally doesn't have anything. So what I'm thinking, I was hoping that this would have like some kind of material that goes around you, but I don't think this has something that is a material that goes around you. I think this is the material that, like the collision type material. One of the globals has a color thing. Oh, is that where it is? Damn, that's unlucky. I think that's going to be a hard-coded thing. I suspected it was hard-coded, but I'm just a little sad that it's like properly hard-coded. I believe that would be under it. It wouldn't be multiplayer globals, would it? Would it maybe HUD globals? Collision damage effect. Wouldn't be maybe effect globals? No, I know that's not it. I think it would. I'm gonna try the UI HUD. I don't think it's here, but there's a lot of colors in the HUD globals. Oh, right there. Invincible shield, white. Damn it, it is there. It is hard-coded. Fuck. Oh, no, wait. That might just be for the HUD, right? Because you use invincibility, it makes your HUD white. That's not necessarily the color of the overlay. I had George's gun to your Halo 3 mods. I haven't had George's gun, but I made a first-person machine gun. That's like the Halo 3, you know, big machine gun you hold, but in first person. Cannot play Minecraft without ray tracing anymore. I play with shaders. It doesn't. For me, when I play Minecraft, I do really want to have a nice shader pack, but it's not a hard requirement that it's that is purely ray traced. Like, yes, dynamic shadows, absolutely. But a lot of times those aren't ray traced, I believe, and they still look amazingly good. I use overshield values. Check the shield impacts. Yeah, problem is there's no shield impact tied to this. I'm not entirely sure where that would be. Well, I gotta go pee real quick. Coffee's doing things. Well, if any of you guys can poke around while I'm gone for like 2 minutes, that'd be great, but I'll figure it out when I get back. If not, 1 sec. Share time's over. No more. Got Mush in here with me. Mush snuck in. Hi, Mushy Mushy. Okay, my suspicion is that Invincibility is hard-coded in some way, which makes me sad, because there is... Oh my Mush, you're so stupid! Ow! Love you, Mush, but ow, what is wrong with you? He failed to jump on my lap. Didn't even try to move his back legs and just... It's fine. My first guess is the OS for Master Chief. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna look at the biped. gonna see if there's something on the biped naturally. Particles, activate, area screen effect, running effect, TP, shield, range. I guess there's nothing specifically in the invincibility equipment. Let's do characters. Let's go Master Chief. And I don't know, maybe he has like a special thing for it. Because I know that there's the shield, what is it, shield impact response thing. I've used that for like the Seraph to give it like the Halo Reach style shields. Oh wait, that's not the biped. Well, I guess I'll check both. The Master Chief. Current shield damage exists. Shield down. No, nothing there. Maybe in the model tag there's like a shield response for it. First person shield impact. Shield impact parameter override. We have overshield 1, 2. Impact color 1, 2. But nothing specifically for invincibility. Because I know it turns you white, and overshield color 1 looks like it's the color for it, but there's no way that it is, right? You have overshield ambient, color 1 and 2. Yeah, overshield also turns white. Doesn't use one of the colors. I mean, we could find out. I could change this really quickly. It's pure white. Let me do pure red. I'll grab some invincibility equipment and activate it. It might just grab one of those. That wouldn't surprise me. Still kind of bluish. Switch that back to white. That color to there. Switch that to...
Unfortunately, I won't stay for the stream because I'm watching a different stream.
Wow.
So here is motorized wheelchair emoji to make up for my absence.
Nothing will make up for your absence. Oh, well, you did send in a $5. I'll appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. For now, I'm okay with it. I wonder if invincibility can be applied to like vehicles like active camo. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. There's some really cool effects that we could potentially do with that. Thank you for the 5 though, Killer Diesel. I hope you're doing good, man. It's been a minute since I've seen you in you. It's about first person. What about third person? Where is third person handled? I thought first person shield impact overrides were oh wait, is it up a little bit? Wait, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's in the damage responses area, isn't it? No, it's not. Let me check the Seraph. Because I did it on the Seraph ages ago and it worked fine. The Reach Seraph. So it's in globals? Is it? Oh, it's just shield impact parameter override for third person, but the Master Chief just doesn't have one. I don't know. Seraph has it though. There's first person shield impact and then just regular shield impact. I don't know why the regular Master Chief doesn't have it, but I guess it also just works for both, so. And it has the shield impact effect right there. Which I presume Master Chief also has. Yeah, has shield impact effect. Said it's in globals. Where is it in globals? Oh, you're still looking then. Damage responses. Is there an impact invincibility, maybe? Nope. Sure isn't. I think Chief uses first-person colors for both. Yeah. I think it just... I presume first-person just works for both, whereas third-person probably just works for third-person. Yeah, let's just check brutes. I bet brutes would be the way to do it, because there's a brute chieftain model. They don't even have shield impacts apparently. They don't even have has shield impact effect at all. Maybe their biped will have something for it. I'm going to be building a map with the mammoth. Is there anything I should do to prevent it randomly despawning before I build? There's only so much you can do, to be honest with you. It's just the Halo engine being quirky. Yeah, nothing in the bird's biped is particularly related to it, and the model doesn't even have regular shield impact effects, which does lead me to believe that the invincibility mode with its invincibility material, I don't think this is necessarily tied to the effect that plays on it. I think this is just the values that it's tied to in the globals. But maybe there's something specific. I don't know. We checked the globals. We saw it's in there, but the global material effects is just for like how damage reactions happen. Is it when it gets too close to scenery objects? It's actually tied to the physics model. The physics model is really big and really complicated. It's pretty much as simple as it could be. But when a really big, really complicated physics model impacts like any other physics model, it causes stuff to despawn. It's I don't know. That's just what happens. I learned that in Halo 2. And I found out Halo 3 still does it, but just at a way higher limit. Alright, materials. I mean, the sad reality here, that now that I'm looking at this, there's energy shield, invincible. It exists. It has the armor and everything tied to it, but it has material effects. There's just no... No nothing. Would be rasterizer globals? Do the cliffs count as physics objects? Probably not. They do, but they shouldn't matter much because they're set to fixed style physics. So I think they get counted as like not being a big deal. It's usually like when another vehicle crashes into it. Shield impact setting. This is global shield impact. Maybe this is it. All white to all red. Oh, there we go. That's invincibility. So invincibility is red now. So it was the global shield impact thing. So I'll switch it back to white. No, it's white. And it goes, okay, there it is. So I guess the generic global shield impact settings, which is under globals / global shield impact settings. So the color can't be changed, but it does affect invincibility as well. So it would be overshield color 1 and color 2. And then there's the ambient color as well. Because when you activate it, you get like white, but it's also got a sort of blue going along with it. I wonder if... I bet there's an invincibility command. Actor throws their equipment. That's probably the command they run for... Can you change what effect invincibility uses so it doesn't rely on defaults? I don't think so. I think it's hard-coded. I can adjust the effect that plays on invincibility, but not the actual, like, shield energy effect, because when you use invincibility, you get this effect, where, like, you get, like, gas and electricity, and, like, a shield thing going, like, zoom, zoom, zoom. That I can change, but the actual, like, warping plasma moving atop Master Chief is tied to a very specific shield effect that is hard-coded. I can change the colors of it, but it also just changes the colors of invincibility generally. There are certain cases where I'm able to give a vehicle shields. There is something I could theoretically do. There's something I could theoretically do. It would be kind of hacky, but I'll show it anyway. Well, let me delete some vehicles from the map real quick. I'm going to spawn in the Seraph. The Halo Reach Seraph, because I gave it that effect. We don't need the Albatross. Keep the Wraith. I don't actually think we have player Wraiths, do we? I'll keep it for now. We haven't used Spectre, we haven't used the Ghost, but we have them. Then we have all the AI stuff. Then there's Phantom with the no boost. Phantom Red, Blue. Kestrel, yes. Anti-Air Wraith. Whatever happened to the Anti-Air Wraith? I don't think I ever... Like making vehicle shields thick? I could do that, yeah. We have the Tyrant. No, actually we don't need the Tyrant anymore. Shade Reach. Yes. Shade Flak Cannon, yes. Shade, don't need that. Actually, we technically don't even need these. We don't need the default variants, but we have the red and blue ones. Okay. So we're going to add the Reach Seraph, because back when I did the Reach Seraph, I gave it shields that mimicked the Halo Reach ones, which is basically what we just saw as well, and I was able to give it whatever color I wanted. The only downside to it is that these shields will only render when it takes damage. Well, when the shield takes damage. Here's the Reach Seraph. And if I throw like a plasma grenade, or if I shoot this, you can see I have this like customized shield on it that's very similar to it. And it's pretty thick. It's a pretty thick shield, like you're saying. And in slow-mo, you can kind of see, you know, it renders like this, and then it slowly fades away. And what's basically happening is, kind of like how Master Chief and Elites and Brutes have shields that, like, when they take damage, they flare up. The vehicles can have that as well. And there are parameters that you can change on it. It's not hard-coded. But you can see after I took down its shields, the shield stopped rendering. So my thought was, theoretically what I could do, if I wanted a vehicle to play that effect, I could give the vehicle a shield, and I could make it render a shield like that. Then, I could make it take damage on its shield, because shields take damage before health, so give it like a little itty-bitty amount of shields that never recharge. Literally, the shields will just never recharge, so once they're gone forever. And so I could give it a shield with that effect, and then I can make it when it spawns, it takes just the right amount of damage to damage the shield and then destroy it, and that'll play the effect, and then the effect will stop, and the shields will just never ever matter ever again. You said it first. Actually, there's stream delay, so technically I said it first. Better idea, Brute Power Armor. Don't Brutes already have shield effects and stuff like that? I swear they do. I love the invincibility effect, though. I remember when Halo 3 was, like, out and I was playing it as a kid, I would, like, go in campaign, and the invincibility equipment was so cool because it only appeared in campaign. Now you have it in Forged and MCC, but it was, like, back then it was, like, crazy, and I would use it, and I'm like, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. I'm white and glowing, and there's electricity. I'm like a fucking Super Saiyan right now. I miss that. I want to have invincibility that lasts forever, and you can activate it, and you just run around super fast, and the world is glowing, and you're like, it's like your fucking Super Mario Power Star power up. I'm gonna try it on the Red Phantom really quickly. See kind of what it looks like. In order to do this, in case you ever want to do this on a vehicle or anything really, all you do is you scroll down to the bottom of the model tag. You click, where is it? Has shield impact effect. And then you just add a shield impact effect, which you can steal and copy one from like the Master Chief character or something. I'm going to yoink the one from the Seraph real quick, because that one's already set up for a large scale vehicle. So Seraph Reach, FX, what? Seraph Halo 3, damage effects, FX, there. And I'm going to yoink that into the Red Phantom folder. Phantom Red, FX, There's vehicle shield impact. So now the Phantom doesn't currently have shields, so this would not show up at any point. But what I can do is scroll all the way up to the damage states of the Phantom. And I think there's a shield never recharges effect. Shield depletion is permanent. Check that. And then I could give it like 100 shields. And then just give it like energy shield solid. Or energy shield thick covenant, right? As its shield material. Don't even need like a shield. I could give it like a shield damage effector or when the shield goes down. But basically now it has this, where it like extrudes a certain amount, the texture scaled a certain amount, it scrolls a certain amount, and it has all these colors for it, which I could change at any time. But now if I spawn in a red Phantom and I shot it, it would have that shield effect show up. So if we spawned in our own red Phantom, it has low enough shields that my assault rifle should make it flare up. Yeah, now that happens. And when I shoot it enough and make its shield like go down, does this shield not go down? Well, anyway, it glows now. It's kind of cool. I think it's because I gave it the energy shield thick. If I set it to energy shield thin, that might, or no, I think it's because the Phantom doesn't take damage normally. That would make sense. But yeah, it doesn't have a shield. Oh, you know what? You're right. It has a 0. No, oh, yeah, recharge time, I don't know, 5 seconds. There we go. You're so right. Anyway, you can give it to that. You can give it that. But it's pretty cool. The only downside, in my opinion, is that it doesn't have a default like shield down effect where it like expands out. I think Reach has that. In Halo 3, the effect is separate and is not tied to the actual glowy bit. Which means if I wanted it to appear for a second, I basically would have to like damage it continuously. Or like do 2 damage ticks where it like does a damage tick of like most of the shield and then waits a second and then it like finishes the shield off. Which also could screw with the AI. But I don't know, it's kind of cool looking. If we look here, I think, yeah, this would be impact. Why are you putting shields on the Phantom? Just to see if we can play around with the effects for like spawning and things. I have an idea on how to make this work, actually. I have a genuinely decent idea for how to make this work. So, an impact on the Phantom will trigger the shields, and then I can script the shields to just disappear, to be set to 0, basically. Okay, I'm going to give something a try here. I can I spawn as... I don't know if that would sync. It's really tricky because I need it to sync, and I'm not 100% sure I can make it sync. The position of them getting in their actions, those will sync, but an effect might not. I'm thinking here. An Ultimate Forge game now, or either doing it tomorrow or the weekend. Probably the best way to do it would be an attached effect. That would probably sync correctly, because that's just going to be something that's on like a built-in effect timer. But the time that it takes to spawn isn't going to be the same every single time. I can give it a try. I'm going to give this a try. On the Phantom Red vehicle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a temporary effect on it. We'll just yoink the grav lift effect really quickly. We'll do Phantom Red damage effects. And I will call it shield trigger. We'll put on the chin gun real quick. And what I want to do for this is I literally just want it to spawn damage. Just triggers. Easy peasy. To replace. Damage. Duration. I'm going to put a... For now, I'm going to do a 1.5 second delay. Give it a really tiny duration. We just want to part with no particles. But instead of it being a grab lift light volume system, I want to do... damage response. I want damage effect. Where is it? You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna grab the Scarab Death damage effect really quickly. No, rocket launcher. Support high, rocket launcher, damage effects, explosion. Perfect. Phantom, red, damage effect, shield, flare, damage effect. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, sure, radius, whatever, fine. Does not detonate explosions. Blah. Does not enable special death. It'll do 80 damage, a fixed amount of 80 damage, which will flare... Well, we'll do 90. It'll flare the shields to the absolute maximum, essentially. General damage, I'm not even going to worry about it. Not even going to care about it. No AI stun radius. No shake radius. Spike damage 0. Spike damage 0. And the idea is 1.5 seconds after spawning in and the Phantom existing, this will trigger. And then I could have a script that happens right after that basically just clears out its shields. I crashed the game! No! We try again. We try again. Oh, and for the effect as well, I want to make sure it does not loop. Is there not a way to just not loop something? I usually have things looping. I guess not. That was at an insanely long delay. Now, theoretically, the Red Phantom might just actually trigger this correctly right away. So I'm going to run scripts and see when it spawns, if it does it. It's fine. We'll wait for the Wraith to spawn. The Banshees will spawn in. They don't have any cool shield effects right now, but they could. Maybe the Phantom just works. Oh! Did you see that? It's kind of cool, man. It kind of worked. Does it sync? Yeah. Well, it should. All it is, like the way that I'm triggering the damage, 100% syncs. 100%. Now the main thing is, how do I want to make the effect look, right? Because I can make it any color, any size. Could literally, I can make it look not even like a regular shield. I can make it like a whole smoky glow over the top if I wanted to. So 1.5 seconds after spawning, Phantom Red will automatically take this amount of damage, and then it will never do it again. So that's what it looks like right now. Those are the colors. That's how it fades and stuff. Probably just fine blue. What a Reaches effect, but better looking. Yeah, Reaches effect kind of was like a bluish white. So right now the colors are kind of purplish. There's a main white intensity. I'm going to switch this to be a bit more like generic blue. See how I feel about that. And there is also Threshold 2. Wait, no, we have Impact Color 1, Impact Color 2, Impact Ambient Color. We don't have an ambient threshold, but I think I might be able to take the ambient intensity down to like 0.5. Yeah, so that kind of just makes that part disappear. It kind of gives it just this electric energy look. But if I wanted to, I could make the like overall coating of it like really solid, like this right here. Which changes kind of the overall vibe of the effect. Which is kind of cool. I wonder what that looks like in action. Effects make my brain tingle. Dude, I love doing effects. They're so fun. Getting like the instant visual response is so enjoyable. I don't know, man. That's kind of sick. The first one was better. Imagine, okay, imagine that plus there's like a bright flash when it appears. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, that's not bad. I wish there was a way to change like the timing of it, you know? The way that it like triggers and impacts and then fades off. I don't think I think that's hard-coded. Let me try this. Maybe it's the stun time. No, it doesn't seem to be related to the stun time. I think it's a character tag thing. Well, this is a vehicle, so it makes me wonder. Okay, so that doesn't seem to have changed anything. That's a shield. Shield decay something? Maybe the vehicle tag would have that then? I might just not have control over that. It's not a big deal. It would be nice if I could change it and just tweak it a little bit, just a little extra setting. That's fine. No worries. It looks cool though. I could make it team colored. That's all I probably won't because it would look goofy, but it could be team colored. That looks like teleporty, you know? It's kind of sick. I frick with it, dude. Freaking epic, man. As long as it matches the Spire's beam colors, yeah. I agree with that. So I think that's pretty good. I could also just literally add this to every vehicle. I would probably want to adjust like the extrusion distance because the Phantom's really big, so it makes sense that the shield's kind of far off of it. But like on the smaller vehicles, it would probably be wise to change that. Before anything else, though, I want to make sure that I can completely deplete the shield via scripts in order to make sure that it doesn't overwrite. Sets the vitality of shield. Okay, object set shield. Perfect. Perfect. So all I'm going to do is set object set shield, choose the object, set it to 0. Where's the Phantom? Yeah, so it does blah, 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 active camo, etc., etc. Once it sets active camo to false, maybe once it hits its first point, I'll do phantom red 0. Thank you for the 2, Gyarados. Appreciate it.
Phantoms flip over and phase in the ground.
Is that true? Let's see, it goes brown. Oh, you know, I know what you're talking about. Dude, the amount of times... Oh, there was a glitch back in Halo 3 campaign that I followed a tutorial for ages ago, and it was so cool because it would basically let you get out of Crow's Nest and explore the bottom, and like you could ride the Phantom out, and the Phantom would just like fall to the ground and roll around. It was so cool. Okay, that spawned in, and technically its shield should be 0, so if I shoot it... No! Why is your shield still there? You bitch. Your shield is supposed to go to 0. Aren't you supposed to be Phantom Red 01? You are Phantom. Why didn't that work? Phantom Red 01 is 0. Did it not compile? No, it successfully compiled. Why didn't your shield get set to 0? Does it have a recharge time? Why do they need shields? It's just for a visual effect. I only want the shields to exist the moment they spawn so that it looks cool. And then I want it to disappear.
Yeah, that same trick can get you to the very bottom, and there is a pelican.
There we go.
Which is where Miranda is when she is talking through the screen.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. That's true. You can see the pelican just kind of sitting out there. I forgot about that. When you, like, look over the edge, when you, like, walk really, really far. I totally forgot about that. I really wanted to, like, be able to get up to that pelican. I was like, dude, if I can get to that pelican, I bet I could fly it. Oh, Phantoms have a cloaking feature? Yeah, it actually is cloaked when it spawns. It's just kind of hard to tell because now I have this big overshield effect over it. I could set it to have like a 2-second de-camo time. That way it's a little bit more obvious. But yeah, right now it's cloaked when it spawns, and then after 1 second it like becomes visible. I set it to 2 here. We'll see if that looks any more interesting. You couldn't fly it? No, unfortunately not. I don't think I compiled scripts, did I? Hold on, let me refresh it. For the Phantom, I'll have a cool decloak moment with its shield up. If it had a bright flash to accompany the spawn effect, I would say that's actually sick. Gyarados! Thank you for the 5, man!
You can. If one player goes back to the ops center as per the mission after the hangar and the other is in the pelican, you can see them on the screen.
Wait, that's so cool. What the fuck? I didn't know that. Oh, dude, kid me would have been freaking out about that. I would have been, like, showing my brothers, like, dude, you'll never believe this. Okay, if we have an effect for that, the Banshees and the Phantoms are going to need a cool effect to go along with it. I think 1 second is going to work better for the timing on the effect. I'm noticing there's like a very slight delay on it. I gave it a half-second extra buffer time just because I know it's not always a perfect 1 second that I scripted it, because the AI kind of have a delay as they like do stuff. This one, now it should be seamless. The Phantom one isn't bad? Yeah, I think the Phantom one would be perfect if I just had a, like, bright flash effect to accompany it. See, that's pretty cool. It does make me wonder, though, why isn't my active camo activating anymore? Oh, is the damage? I bet it's doing active camo damage. That's probably why. Yeah, it's doing active camo damage. That's why. Okay, one more time. Probably gonna have to switch the camo, like, deactivate time back to 1 second, because I have it at 2. Because I didn't know about the active camo damage the effect was dealing. Pretty cool. I think a more quick 1 second decamo time is better, though. I'll double check it. Yeah, now it just feels like it kind of phases in. That plus a flash, dude. That plus like a bright, like... It would be especially cool if I do that for, like, every vehicle. I think that would be really, really cool. Where does the damage effect take place again? No, it's actually completely separate. That happens based off an effect on the vehicle. Okay. This is a good method of doing things. And this should synchronize, too. Oh, man. I really like how it's looking. I really, really like how it's looking. Dude, who needs the Halo respawn effect when we have hacky shit like this? Oh, it's not a shield for a split second. I saw that. Why does that? That means object set shield phantom red to 0. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Oh, it's not network safe. I'm so sad. This literally bypasses all of it, and it's almost a 99% guarantee that it just doesn't sync in multiplayer. This literally lets you set the response of the shield. Regardless of whether it has a shield or not, you can set the response to a particular value and then fade it out. Oh, that's so annoying, dude. That would be so perfect. Great for, like, campaign stuff, but we're in multiplayer here. Jesus Christ, I'm in a war zone. What the fuck, man? Oh, it'd be so good, dude. It would be literally perfect. What about unit set current vitality? Vitality and shield are two separate things. Doing unit set shield is the only way to have an effect on it. I mean, there's a way I could do it. Right now, I'm triggering this damage effect, which I can make do only hurts shields, right? And then I could do this thing where that happens. Delete the delay really quick. Duplicate this. Do this. Then I add the delay. And for the damage finisher, I would just duplicate this, call it shield flare fin, and then I would just run it a second time, basically. And it would only damage shields. And it's very small, so basically what's going to happen now is the shield will flare up, it'll chill, and then after it's done chilling, it'll finish the shields off. And since this only hurts shields, it's not going to affect the Phantom at all in any other way, except then just clearing out its shields. It says unknown? No, it said no. It's just object set shield effects. It's network safe, no. Oh, it does like an instant flare. I'm dead, bro. The unit set current vitality. Oh, yeah, but vitality is the separate health pool. You have body, which is vitality, and then shield, which is just shield. I don't know why. Vitality is just the body health. Shield is shield health. So vitality, if I set it, would just be completely like a separate. It controls both? What? Does it? Are you sure? Like the function? There's maximum vitality. Unit set current vitality. Set current body and shield vitality. Ooh! For the unit. Oh, and it controls vitality and then shield. Or health and then... Oh, okay, okay. Thank you for the 2!
Have Juvorn Vigs. Venville Juve Vigs.
Wait, why was that so perfect? What the fuck? Venville Juve Vigs. Thank you for the 2. Why was... It read that actually perfectly. Better than a hard net. Well, I think it should network, because the host is going to end up controlling what the actual health for stuff is at the end of the day. Since these AIs are basically considered other players, as long as the host says this is how much the health they have, then players should see it as that amount of health. I'm just spitballing, I could be totally wrong, but you never know. Makes sense to me. Okay, script's compiled, and then for the effect, I will disable it for debugging, that it doesn't do the finisher. Compile again, just because I'm like that. Just built different, built differently. Okay, so he passed the thing and he moves along. No! Why didn't that work? I set your fucking shields to 0, you bitch! That makes me sad. Makes me very sad. I know Brian in real life, so I get messages sound perfect. Damn, you and Brian go way back. That's actually sick. Oh, you tried? Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm debating if it's worth it, because at this point, any player that's going to shoot one of these AIs, at the very first, like, bullet impact, it's going to play that effect for, like, a split second, which is going to look kind of off. Or I could just not do the effect and it'll still look decent and nobody will ever care because it's a subtle effect that most players aren't even going to see. I wish when the shield went down, it like didn't instantly disappear. That would make this way easier. Way easier. Anything I can do on the damage effect here? NCIS, thank you for 2 months. Much appreciated, dude. Thank you for becoming a member for another whole last month. I really do appreciate it. Good evening. Hope all's well. It is well. I'm not gonna lie. My day started kind of rough, but now I'm chilling. I'm having fun. I'm hyper focusing on cool effects and things, and that makes me happy. Cool little detail. Halo 4 Elite Jeffrey Dahmer was supposed to. What? Is that black armor like the Halo? Sophie. What the fuck are you... There's an elite in Halo 4 named Jeffrey Dahmer? What? Hello? I have questions for you. What are you talking about, first of all? Is this true? Are you just making shit up? I meant Spec Ops. That answered none of my questions, but alright. No made up. Who? None of my questions are answered even after your second round. You know what? That's fine. There's just a Halo 4 Elite named Jeffrey Dahmer, and that's fine. I'm just going to believe that. I'm just going to choose to believe that. I don't even want evidence for it. You just said it, and I like the idea that that was a thing that happened, and I'm just going to assume it's canon. Oh, Julam Dama. I see. Jeffrey Dahmer, Julam Dama. Close enough. Close enough. Oh, all these complicated AI spawning effects. It's fine. Hyper-specific stuff like this, timed to a T. It's fine. At least it looks cool. I think I need more coffee, man. I need some motherfucking coffee. Just found out when you graduate college, not excited if I'm not sure if I'm excited or nervous. Don't worry, you have nothing to be nervous about. Life outside of college is pretty mundane. It's just like, it's just another day. You wake up every day and you're like, yep, work time. Jules Halo 4 model really Spec Ops Black? Hard to say. The shaders in Halo 4 make every Covenant structure look black with this very subtle reflection. It's really weird. Very odd choice. Ooh, I wonder what this... Oh, my nighttime version of the map's fucked up. I can't even check if it looks good. Damn it. I have so much fixing to do. I wanna die. I'm gonna go make coffee, dude. I'm starting to feel a little mental fatigue. Listen, man. All I'm gonna say to you guys before I go get this cup of coffee is people say streaming's easy, alright? But have they tried streaming while doing low-key game development? It's a little mentally taxing, frankly. I'm gonna get some coffee real quick. I'll be right back, you guys.
Hey guys. Make sure you take your probiotics and fiber. Poop is important. Have you pooped today? Make sure you poop at least twice a day. That's a healthy bowel cycle. Pooping is important, guys. Pooping is life. Literally. Plants eat poop. We eat plants.
Oh my, did the poop doctor pull through while I was gone, dude? I decided against the coffee, by the way. I forgot how late I started to stream. The fucking poop doctor's here. The one and only Davy Jones! I miss him! I miss him. I think he's gone already, but I miss him. He's not! Thank you for the 2!
Hey, when Drake gets back we should pull a prank on him.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Let's call him George. Maybe George shoot gun.
George?
Maybe we just bully him. Maybe we just steal his identity and get his assets frozen and inject some shady Russian money into his account.
Oh, hold. Am I tripping or did the AI just read... Not the AI, the voice, the text-to-speech, did it just read that as George? Am I... I'm not tripping, right? You guys heard that? What? Huh? What the fuck? Good to see you, David. Good to see you, Mr. Sir. David, Sir. David Jonathan. Oh, you know, I didn't even tell you guys. I made the little pits. This is a big deal. People were complaining about this so much. Not only were the pits not correct, and look, they perfectly match up with the little bits on the ground, but also, check this out. Davis, that's what I said. That's what I said. It's David Jones. Wait! Why is this one fucked up now? I fixed it. Oh no, this one's good. I just forgot that one. Yeah, look, you can walk in. Easy peasy. And guess what? I finally gave Blue Side some love. They also have a pit. And it also matches up with the little bits on the ground. And they also have it so that you can easily walk into these things now without having to jump. I know it's a really small detail, but I didn't fix that for so long and people were complaining forever in a totally valid way. Now you can just walk in and walk out. You know, no more jumping, no more awkwardly jumping into the base. It's pretty sweet. Oh, I just saw those guys spawn in, dude. It was such a bright color. W. Is the red wraith still up or did it die? I want to see it spawn in. Where's the red wraith? Maybe it did die. I can't tell because it's got a 30-second timer. I think it died. Spawn in, damn you. Yeah, there it is! Oh, that's cool. I was at a local gym and saw a guy that looked a lot like you. Impossible! I'm too much of a unique flower. I'm like a snowflake. Nobody else is like me. It's impossible! Those are the best Spanish you ran in stream chat. I don't know if I believe you. Thank you for the 2, David Jones!
Drawch.
What the fuck?
Whelpfru. Clawdooth. Prockelnif. Splitcher. Mesenzeekpafel.
Yeah.
Franco Polfert Gong.
Yeah.
Or Grey Birth.
That's true.
Uberish. I wonder how this will go.
Dude, what is... Okay, all of the other ones, I was, like, reading along. All of the other ones, it read perfectly. But it reads Dronk as George. George. What? You can't... I've literally called myself Dronk before. That is weird. It's like when Microsoft Sam can't say soy and he goes... Swole! Like, makes a fucking, like, weird-ass noise. I'm gonna look up tonight and see if there is some kind of, like, additional stream elements thing to do... to do something like that. There's got to be a way. Apparently, Google's AI, which is, you know, never wrong, says that it's supported. But I looked many times, and I think that's some bullshit. Davy Jones! Oh, it's doubling up. Mute tab.
The Emancipation Proclamation was a document that had text about some civil rights stuff.
I mean, that's true.
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Doc, I need a doctor.
A poop
medicine
doctor.
Is the medicine poop doctor?
God damn it.
Please. I need it.
I beat you to the punch, and I didn't expect it, but I should have known better. Mushy. So I'm looking, and they only have, like, what, I don't know. They have, like, TTS that, like, is unique to them, and I think it's just... There's a lot, but they don't support Microsoft's. Yeah, they just don't have it. Unlucky. Sad. I'll die now. Oof.
Alright, Mush, you're allowed to be free, buddy. Be free, Mush. Be free.
What was that? Thank you for the 2, David.
I'm going to use a giant syringe and inject H2O into my body.
I think you could just drink
I
it.
know this is risky, but it's a chance I'm willing to take.
I would not recommend
Followed
that.
up with that, I'm even doing a mixture of minerals and vitamins.
Okay.
Vitamins.
Okay.
Vitamin D,
Vitamins.
vitamin Dick. Too bad there's no P.
There might be. I can Google it right now. Vitamin P is an archaic term for flavonoids or bioflavonoids, a large group of over 6,000 polyphenolic plant compounds found in colorful fruits, vegetables, tea, and cocoa. Never heard of that in my life. Well, I might be able to get like a TTS widget that like does some cool Microsoft SAM stuff. I actually know what bioflavonoids are. What the fuck? I bet you did, dude. You're a poop doctor. Of course you know that shit. Duh. Duh, dude. Duh. Duh. I'm going to go to my script data and adjust their point sets. Yes. Your point will be there, and then your next point will be there. Did it teleport to the pad like Halo Wars? It's cool as fuck. Yeah, it's kind of sick. Well, when I'm looking at them, and they work. There's a little teleport animation, goes zero. And then the Banshees aren't set up with any effects yet, and I'm still working on the Phantom, but they like mostly work. So Banshee spawn it, and then I'm adding like the shield effect by doing some hacky damage shield stuff. But like the Phantom goes like when it spawns in. Where do the vehicles come from? The pad itself? Sure, yeah. No, I lied. They're coming from a very specific Covenant assault carrier very, very far away. And they're using the teleport pad and with the Spire, because the Spire teleports. It's in a book. You didn't read the book, but it's in it. You just gotta trust me on that. It's in it. And you might be like... thinking to yourself, well, that's cool and all, but where's the assault carrier? You know, if the assault carrier is up in orbit, then surely we would, like, you know, be able to see the assault carrier. And you know what, honestly, that's a very fair point. So I present to you the assault carrier that they're teleporting in from. There you go, that's the assault carrier. Davy Jones, thank you for the two.
Defective nail gun.
Wow, that's actually a first. I genuinely don't think I've ever heard anyone call me that. Defective nail gun. I would switch to the night one, but I think the night one's fucked up right now in like every imaginable way. I have to like reset up a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, the nighttime one doesn't even have the nighttime effect right now. God damn it. Using the wrong skybox because I just re-imported it and I have to re-import it again, so there's no point in setting it up right now. You go shit myself. I'll miss you. Be safe, okay? Okay. Goodbye, Davy. Davis. What was I? Oh, he died, that's why. No. I'll have fiber so I can poop today. Yeah. Respect on that, man. Your shit game ain't weak. Tell you that. Enjoy the stick light bulbs? Not yet. But I will. Eventually. Yeah! Actually, these lifts still work. I actually haven't tested them since I readjusted everything. I might have to increase their lift capacity. Nice. Oh, you can kind of see the edges of it. I'll have to tweak that too. I love that you guys are calling Davy Jones DJ. I'm free. I gotta fix that too. I gotta make it like force you out. Oh, holy fucking shit! Ah! fine, actually. That's actually completely fine, yeah. I meant for that to happen. Bitch. Ah! Touche. Touche, my friend. Touche. Honed. I made him. Ah! I'm scared. Meaning does I have to Drake a jot gun? You wish to know. You may not. Oh! I gotta buff the Phantom. That thing is not even like a little bit scary. I'll just stand here. It misses every shot. Okay, okay. When it does hit its shots, though, it is a little scary, but... pathetic. Man cannon buff? Yeah. Oh, where are they? These bad boys don't do anything at all. But they would be genuinely useful if they worked well. They don't, but they could. If this yeets you like all the way, it might actually... I don't know, man. These are kind of useless. Even if I do buff them, they're still kind of useless. Make like Halo 2 Phantom with extra turrets. Let me think. Halo 2... Wait. Pause. Brain. Recalculating. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, the side turrets? Maybe. If there's extra, like, AI space on the map after all this, then I will. I would be down with that. Be freaking down with that, dude. I'm gonna be honest though, guys. I can't have any more coffee, and I gotta go. I have to leave. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. And I'm gonna leave, specifically because of you. Yes, you. But, no, in reality, I'm gonna head out. I am very tired, and I'm going to end the stream now. But, I will be live tomorrow. I will decide tomorrow whether or not we are doing the game night. I'm gonna, if any of you guys were planning on being the game night tonight that we didn't do, let me know in the Discord, in supporter chat, if you would rather it be tomorrow or this weekend. Please just tell me in supporter chat if you'd rather be tomorrow or this weekend. If most of you say tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. If I lied, we're doing it this weekend. We're gonna redo it on Sunday. We're doing the game night on Sunday. Caddies, thank you for the 5! Appreciate it.
Did you see Moist is currently playing H4 on Legendary?
Oh no. That's such a bad game. I feel bad for him, dude. Feel bad for him. I'm sure he's loving every second of it. He's definitely not gonna be like, oh dude, this guy's fucking stinky doo-doo. Alright, well, thank you for the 5, Cadius. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna do the game night this weekend. We're gonna do this game night this weekend. Probably on Sunday, but if a different day works better for everybody, we'll switch it up. But it'll be this weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably have a bunch of off-stream stuff done as well by tomorrow. A couple extra, like, effect things, but I'll save the fun stuff for on-stream so that we can, like, do it there. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. Thank you for an amazing stream. I really hope you guys enjoyed. See you tomorrow. Make some Ultimate Forge maps, dude. The mod's out. Go make some maps. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.